Destro. What's up, YouTube? It's 3K Destro, and I'm back. Today I'm gonna be telling you all about my coming out story. So, if anybody know me, they know like I'm a big storyteller. Like, I could tell a story for days, basically, is what I'm saying. The story will be on and on and on about different stuff. But anyway, coming out. So, I never really did come out. I just got, like, caught. So, like, 9th grade year, you know, I was going to high school, first year in high school, you know, exploring the world, exploring different things. You know how you get when you get to that age, like, especially when you get in high school, you just want to do, like, different stuff. Learn from experiences, you know? So it's just best that you don't get caught up in the wrong things that you experience in life, but you're going to experience different things. So I got in there, I was playing basketball and stuff. I always played basketball. It was like my heart, my dream, and it just came tumbling down. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so I was on the basketball team, and like when I got on the basketball team, like it was a lot of gay girls on the team. And this was something new to me because, like, this is something I didn't see all the time. It was just, like kind of odd to me at first. So, I ain't never really, like, mingle with it or nothing like that. It was just, like, I had friends, they was gay. And that's just what it was. But me being the tomboy that I am, like, I attracted girls, and they always thought, like, that I might be gay or whatever, but I never was. I was just a tomboy, like, I dressed girly and all that stuff, so. But girls like that, whatever. So I ended up hanging out with this girl. She was on the track team. That I've been knew her, whatever. But she we just started being friends out of nowhere, like best friends. Yeah, so we became friends. We became cool. We was tight. I started spending a lot of time over there, and like worrying about the wrong things, like worrying about her, worrying about like partying, worrying about like turning up, stuff like that. So out of the blue, here she comes again with some out of the blue stuff. She likes me, like, out of nowhere. We hanging out, she likes me. So I'm just like, didn't know how to feel about it when she told me. Like, she just called me over there one day and she told me. So I was like, what you mean? Like, you like me? She was like, I like you, da da da, I think you're cute, da da da. So I was just like, didn't know how to feel about it at first. I was kind of shocked. And then one day I was over there, like, she kissed me or something. Like, we was on the low for the longest time. Like, ain't nobody know, because nobody knew that she was gay either. So she was gay though. She was liking girls, stuff like that, but she was on the low with it, like hiding it, whatever. So that's when oh yeah, it finally got out, like around the whole school. Like, the whole school found out, like, out of the blue. I don't remember how it happened, because it's just like a lot of stuff happened within that time period. I don't remember, like, but it was just like everybody found out in the school at a point in time, and it was just like usually like people associated like when you come out, like, you'll be embarrassed, stuff like that, or people gonna judge you, da 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 da. But it was just like people was very judgmental, still are to this day. But when they get to know me as a person, it just go out the window. So basically that's what it was. Like, a lot of people knew me. I was known in school, so just like everybody knew me or whatever. And just the fact of me being gay wasn't just like, okay, like people do that nowadays. It was just like not a big deal. So nobody, like, I didn't get made fun of or like picked on in school and stuff like that. Like, I didn't have to go through stuff like that. But after that, like, I realized I didn't really like her for real. Just that she was the one that like basically turned me out, because I started liking her. And then after that was just like, I was a little thought, like, doing whatever I wanted to do. I had a whole bunch of girlfriends. It was just like whatever. It's because girls actually like me, so it was just like, okay. Boys like me too. Like, boys still like me. Like, people be looking at me like, why do boys like you? I'm just like, they just do. Like, so then that's when it got like, wow, like, it got out there in the open. Like, everybody knew. Like, this was something that everybody knew, right? But my family didn't know. So that was really like bothering me and getting to me, because I was like, I ain't telling them, but I don't want them to find out, because it's something that everybody knows. Like I said, it's something that is out there. So I was like, I couldn't tell them though. Like, I just couldn't tell them, because I didn't want them to judge me. Like, judgmental things like don't get to me anymore. But like, I always was scared about how my family would feel about it. Like, would they be judgmental about it too? But it's like, everybody gonna have their opinion, you know? Like I said, you just can't let it affect you, like, and who you really are as a person, like. So, I was scared of that, or whatever. Like, I didn't care about nobody else's opinion but my family. I was supposed to be at practice one day, and I had skipped practice. I don't know, I was supposed to be at a game, and I had skipped practice. I skipped that game to go to the girl house or whatever. And my coach, he didn't know like what I was going over there for. He didn't know what it was, what was going on, whatever. He just knew that I like girls. So he we were supposed to have another game or whatever, so I chose to go over there. And he was like mad at me and stuff like that. And he called my mom. He ended up calling my mom like, oh, Destiny didn't go to the game. She just went to this girl. I mean, she worried about chasing girls. That's what he told her. Yeah, she worried about chasing girls. So my mom was already mad at me, right? But she didn't say, he didn't say like she worried about chasing girls yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. He said I ain't go to my game and that I'm at somebody's house and stuff like that, right? So my mom, she called me like mad, like why you not why you didn't go to your game or whatever? Like, why would you, like, what's going on with you? Like, why would you not go to your game and go to somebody's house instead? Like, what, like, you got your priorities messed up, whatever. So she was mad at me or whatever. So she finally get there, and my mom, she the type like, when she's mad, she's mad. She was mad, like, and she was just like mad at me and stuff. She was going in about why I'm doing that and I'm throwing away my life, blah blah blah, along those lines, like, you skip one game, so you're throwing your life down the drain. And blah. Anyway, it started getting to me, and like we started arguing or whatever. So I remember her like stopping the car, and she was like, "Get out, you can walk on," like type of thing like that. So I'm just like, but her boyfriend was in the car with us, so he was like, "No, don't get out." Da 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 da. I was about to hop out, like, forget this, I'm hopping out, but I didn't get out the car. So the whole way home, we just arguing, going back and forth, back and forth. And then she was like, "Why was I over there, whatever?" Or whatever like that. So I was like, because like I just wanted to go to my friend's house. Da, da, da. I really didn't have no reason to be over there. I was just over there for my own reasons. Like I wanted to be over there or whatever. But I ain't have no like legit reason. Like, oh, we went somewhere, or like I just wanted to be over there. So she was like, I'm gonna call your coach and ask him. I told her something. I don't remember what I told her, but I don't remember. But she called my coach to confirm what I had said, and he was like, no, she around here worried about girls. She worried about the wrong thing. She chasing right? Literally, no girls chasing me. But I was just falling into the little trap. So, yeah, so that's what he told her or whatever. And that was like when we got to the house, and she was like, I knew you was gay, da 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 da. You need to, she was just saying like all this like judgmental, hateful stuff or whatever. I was mad. I was angry too, because we was already arguing, so I was like crying and stuff. I was like packing my clothes, and I was going to my grandma's house, because my grandma stayed like down the street from me. But she was like, no, you not leaving, da da da. So I'm like, forget that, like, I'm leaving, like, because I'm not about to sit here and just take, like, all this coming from you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you in a situation like that, you just don't want to be put down when you're in a situation like that. Put it like that. Like, it's not that I was asking her to encourage me or nothing like that. It's just that I didn't want to be hated because of that. You know, it's, like, a lot. So, yeah, so I was angry, whatever. I was going to leave, but she didn't let me leave. So after that, like, we just had like a lot of tension like between us, and it was just like every little thing we argued about, it was just a lot going on. Just like I got to the point where I felt like I would hit her, and it was just like too much for me. Like I couldn't handle it, because I never had nothing like that happen to me like in my home, like that. Like it was really bad for me, like, because I just didn't know how to handle it. I just felt like I was angry, and I just felt like I didn't want to be angry, but it was just like, it's a lot. So I ended up eventually, I moved out, like, I went, I left or whatever, and that was that. And I ended up living with my grandma, I lived with my dad. I just like kind of like through life. I mean, after that, it was just like, I held on to that, which I just recently, like, like the other day, let it go and just accept it for what it was. And because life moved on and things changed like for the better. So I mean, I held on to that though, and it was just like I realized through life I made a lot of choices around it, because I just felt lost. Like after that, like I just felt like if my own mom not gonna have my back, then like who really is gonna have my back, you know? But it was people in my corner, definitely people in my corner. Like my grandma and my dad, like never gave up, never switched sides. And I feel like that's the kind of support that I needed at the time, and it's definitely like brought me to where I am today. So, but I definitely still wanted it from my mom. Like, even though I still had it, it was just like, that was hurting me. Like, so, yeah, so basically, after that, like, we never really talked. Like, our relationship was just broken. We didn't talk about nothing. Like, I mean, I could talk to her, but I would feel awkward talking to her. It would just feel like conversations would feel forced. It just felt like not natural, and it just felt like we both had something that we wanted to tell each other, but we just didn't do it. So, up until recently, I never told my mom that I felt like that. Like, I just felt like she still had to forgive me, you know? Because it's something like, she felt like she did something wrong as a parent, which she really didn't. But at the same time, a lot of stuff that your parents do does affect you, and they don't really realize that. So sometimes you just gotta talk about it and let them know, like, because that's what anything, like, anybody, like, I mean, if they don't know something unless you tell them. Like, they might be assuming they know, and they might see actually what's going on, but they don't know how you're feeling unless you tell them. So it's just like, you just gotta talk. Like, communication is the key to everything. But so I finally like built up the courage to like say something about it. I text her because I had watched this video on YouTube with this lady. Her name is Shamika Dean. Like, y'all should really subscribe to her and like her stuff and listen to her motivational speeches, because they're very positive and they're like very motivating. So she I watched the video of hers and it just touched me, like, because it was like about broken moms and raising broken daughters, and it touched me, like, it hit home. So I after I watched it, I sent it to my mom, and she didn't watch it right away, but when she did watch it, she was like, she wanted to know why I sent it to her, like, how did I feel about the situation. Like, I basically told her I was feeling through somebody else, but she wanted to know exactly how I was feeling, so she was asking me, like, why did I send her the video or whatever. And I told her, like, I wrote her a long message. I was just like, basically everything that I told y'all, like, I just didn't feel like I didn't feel comfortable, stuff like that. And I realized that certain stuff that she went through in life has made her the person that she is, you know. And I'm not mad at her for being mad at me, you know. I forgave her, and like, I just felt like our relationship should be better because it's behind me, and I didn't really like want to hold on to it no more. So basically that's what the conversation was about, and the conversation went better than I thought. And we just got past it and been working towards trying to have a better relationship. Like, I went out with her to the club last night. That was fun. Like, I actually loosened up, like, around her for the first time. Like, I went to the club with her before, but it was just like, I felt like I couldn't really do nothing. Like, had to sit there with her the whole time, like, really be bored, like, because I felt like I couldn't be myself. But last night, I really enjoyed myself. Like, I enjoyed myself. She got to see, like, the real me, the real part of me, definitely. And you know, it just feels good. Like, now I'm just working towards a better relationship, better things, positive space, positive mind, and just having the right frame of thought, like, and working towards what I want. So yeah, like, after I felt really good to like get that off my chest when I told her. But yep, so that's my coming out story and a little bit of extra, you know, a little juice. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to comment, and ring my bell for my notifications if you want to hear more stories. 3K Destro TV.